गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकावैस्तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। बद्धे वितनुते भक्तिं मूर्खमावर्तये श्रुतिं यत्कृपा त्वमहं वन्दे श्रीमदनगोपालकं प्रभुं। जय निताय। Hari Bol, my dear devotees. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. By the blessings of Sri Nitai Gauranga. Sorry for a little bit late because the network connection. But anyhow, now it's here. There is so many things for our spiritual practice. We must be careful about that. And one of them is satisfaction. Satisfaction for this material world. It's helpful, but satisfaction in spiritual practice, it is not good. Always there must be trying to do it better. But we're doing just opposite. We're not satisfied with our material aspects, but we're satisfied to do very little for our spiritual life, for our spiritual practice. It's our nature. When we'll get the chance, our desire, our greed, it's developing always. Our mind for this material world, it's like one bag which is two faces open, not one face open. So it will never be filled. How much you will put inside that bag, it will never fulfill. In our house, in our temple, we are saying every day that example. One old person, to look at him or to say his behavior, we can imagine that maybe one time he was okay by his monetary situation, but something happened. Maybe he lost everything with some incidents, or anything happened with his business, or some cheating. But to look at him, anyone can realize or imagine. So that person, when he started to come at the beginning stage, whatever will give to him, she will take prasad. Every day he used to come, near to every day. Today also he came. So for Madhukari at the noon time. So at the beginning he was satisfied with anything, and when it was very easy, so then that greed developed. When he got the chance, so that greed developed. So one day he asked something more. Okay, no problem. Then after some days he asked more. At the beginning it was maybe only one dal or one sabji, and in that way developed it such way that now he is not satisfied only with one sabji, one dal. Now he wants 2-3 sabji and with some fried. Just a day before yesterday he was shouting, after taking prasad he was shouting, oh, how one can take prasad, take food without any bhaji? If there is no bhaji, how I can take? But I have seen at the beginning, it was only dal one day when it came at the beginning stage. Only dal and rice. He was really satisfied with this. But now he wants 2-3 sabjis. Sometimes he asks yogurt, sometimes kheer. If it is not there, so you will start to shout. But it's okay. When there is prasad of Madan Mohan, so he can get. But the point is about satisfaction. If we are getting chance in this material world, so it's developed that greed. If it is not there, so our mind will be crazy. But my dear, if we can use this same nature for our bhajan, it will be more beneficial for our spiritual practices. Which we are using for this material world, material pleasure, material relaxation. We must use this for our spiritual practice. If I am satisfied with only 16 rounds, then I'll never touch 64 rounds. I'm talking about chanting Mahamantra. Our target must be 64 rounds. But I have seen so many devotees, they want to have Harinama Japamala, but by their behavior, by their attitude, anyone can feel or realize that he asked this Harinam Japamala only to show others, not for bhajan. Ask me for Japamala, okay. When I prepare this Japamala and some rituals are there to offer it to Bhagavan Japamala, then she can chant Mahamantra on it. So then he asked, how many rounds I have to chant, Baba? So I said, well, at the beginning, try to do it 16 rounds. Oh, 16 rounds. Yes. It's quite impossible. Make it less. Then I'll say, okay, how much you can? Just do it. But not less than 4 rounds. And you must know it must be your habit. Okay. After some days, they will ask, Baba, if it is not possible that I just chant 4 rounds, 1 round it's okay? So that time I'll ask, then why you ask Japamala? If you have no time for even 4 rounds, so why you ask for Japamala, Harinam? We have to make our target minimum 64 rounds. Prema, Krishna Prema, Jugal Seva, it's not very cheap, my dear. It's rarest, very rare, most precious in all planetary system. If you want to engage there, so you have to be prepared for that. And all those process for preparation to engage ourselves there in Jugala Seva, chanting Mahamantra, following Sadacharas, doing Vigraha Seva, everything, all the practices are connected there. If we can do better, so we'll be there. If we have no time for even chanting, mantra smaran, vigraha seva, then it's useless. Our life is useless, completely useless. If we have no time for that, but we have time for this material world, that means maybe we born in human family, but actually we are not human beings. So, satisfaction is like that. It will develop great, which we are using for this material world, but we have to turn it to our spiritual life. Otherwise, don't forget, everything the same, like animals. ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samannametat naranam pasunam dharmo histeshang adhikam vishesha dharmena hina pasubhi samanam. If we have no time for our spiritual practices, if we are not careful for our spiritual life, that means we are same like animals. But it's my opinion, animals are better than us. In their way, they are following their practice, but we not. So, my dear friends, we should be careful about that. Now we are going to Katha, Ramananda Raya. Vishakha Shakhi describing the beauty of Srimati Radharani. Ornaments which she used to use to decorate herself. Actually, it's opposite. The body of Srimati Radharani are the ornament for ornaments. Bhushana Bhushanangam, same like Sri Krishna. What it is said about the divine body of Sri Krishna? Vishmapanam Shashacha Shobhagadhe Parang Padam Bhushana Bhushanangam. Bhushana Bhushanangam, ornament of ornaments. So, Srimati Radharani is decorating the ornaments by her body, by her divine body, which is most beautiful all this planetary system. Because all those ornaments are very special, not by gold, not silver, not platinum, not by the stones, jewelry, but it's more precious than gold, silver, diamond, coral, ruby, everything, because it's very precious and important, intimate mood of Srimati Radharani. So they are the most beautiful ornaments which no one can buy, because it's only and only for Srimati Radharani, only from Srimati Radharani. Ramananda Raya, Vishakha Shakhi. Now she's describing that beauty, truths of Srimati Radharani and all the different ornaments. So it was before until Avega, emotion. Now Apasmara. What is Apasmara? Apasmaro dukkhotha dhatu vaishamya dubudhuta chitya viplava. Actually, it's apasmar. It's one kind of disease. The situation, the manifestation, all the signs are same like apasmara. That's why this ornament's name as apasmara. And that disease is epilepsy. We know that. And many times it's appeared in the body of Srimati Radharani. What it is said? Dukkhatha. It will appear, that apasmara, that disease, that epilepsy, which is look like epilepsy. It's coming out from pain of hurt, not pain of body. When the heart is suffering too much, when there is no way to solve it, then this all signs will appear. Chitta Viplava, mind will start to revolt. Then it will be uncontrolled. Then it will be, the mind will start to do so many things. And what will happen? Bhumipatanam, falling down on the ground. Dhavan, running here and there. Paining on the body. Brahm, illusion, pampa, severing. Fenastrava, frothing, and throwing the arms. All those signs are same, like epilepsy. That's why this mode known as apasmara or apasmariti. So what's happened here? What's happened? Angakhepa vidhaivir nivira tattunga pralapairalam garhad varti tatara lochana putai fena chatad garvi Krishna tad birahathi tair mamasakhi mantar vikarasmibhi grasthyang prakshya bitar kayanti gurava shang pratyapasmarini. Krishna left Vrindavan. So all the other, anyhow, they could control their mood. Some Brajavadhu also. But how Srimati Radharani? How she can control her mood? Because the mood of Srimati Radharani is very special. She cannot tolerate the separation, even one moment's separation of Krishna. It's unbearable for her. So how she can control? Both of them, Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani, both of them, they cannot be separated because they cannot stay alone. It's unbearable pain for both of them. It is said in Kirtana, Duhu Kurore Duhu Kade. What a beautiful saying. After long wait, Krishna came in the forest. Srimati Radharani, she prepared everything. And that was the time of monsoon. She was waiting with Sakhis and Manjaris. So the Sakhis and Manjaris, they made a very beautiful swing for them. Because it's very normal here. In the monsoon time, the girls, they love to swing and they love to do so many things. Like children's. It's very special for married girl, just married girl. Because in this time, all those new married girls, they will come to their father's house. And then they will be free. Because in-laws' house, at the beginning, she is very new in that house, in-laws' house. So there will be some agitation, some confusion, some shakiness, some sankocha. So always that time they'll cover, they'll control their heart and mind. When they'll go back to their father's house in this time, monsoon time, so every moment they are enjoying in the rain. So that was monsoon time. Sakhis and Manjaris, they made very beautiful swing and they decorated it for Jugal, not for them, for Sri Radha and Sri Govinda. But that day, Krishna was late. So it was their imagination, maybe Krishna forgot and he went to another girl. But messenger, in their group there is also messenger. But according to the messenger, it was clear, no, Krishna is really late coming from Goshtha here. He didn't went to another girl, but he is coming. So after long wait, it was not really long, but Jugaitam Nimeshena Sri Krishna Virahaname, when there is Viraha, separation, so that time in Viraha, one moment it's like one era, not year, era, yuga. Moment becomes yuga. So in that way, Srimati Radharani, in separation she passed so many yugas, many. And then Krishna came. Netrotsava. One adjective of Krishna is Netrotsava. To get darshan of Sri Krishna, it's the festival of eyes. Mano Netrotsava. when Krishna is in front of eyes, so festival will start for mind and for eyes. So that Nitrotsava Krishna came after a long time. So they were happy. But very inside of Srimati Radharani, sir, still there is some insecureness there. If Krishna will go, so there is some anxiety. So they just sit on the swing, and the Sakhis, they wanted to make their meeting. It's very, very pleasurable. So they start to push that swing. Both of them, Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani, they embrace to each other. And by their arm, they cover both of them. So Srimati Radharani's face are here, and Sri Krishna's arm are in that way. So if her face are here, how she will take darshan of Sri Krishna? Both are very important. To be there on the chest of Krishna, it is also very important, and at the same time to look at Krishna's face, it is also important. But how she'll do that, these two things? So she found the way here. There is also one ornament, armlet. On the middle of armlet, there was the reflection of Sri Krishna's face. So Srimati Radharani, she was watching that reflection. So that too was fulfilled. At the same time, she was there on the chest of Krishna. She's enjoying that. Krishna, he just embraced to Srimati Radharani, and at the same time looking. And Sri Krishna also doing the same. On the same plate of ornaments, she was watching the reflection of Srimati Radharani's face. Both of them were very happy. Sakhi started to push that swing. It was very pleasurable. But all the Sakhis, they wanted to make their meeting more pleasurable. Wanted to make them more closer to each other. So they start to push heavily. But when they are pushing heavily, so sometimes it was shaking. Their figure, their body was shaking. And when they are shaking, so for one moment, that reflection of Sri Krishna's face, reflection of Srimati Radharani's face will disappear. Because when it will shake, for one moment, it will just change the place. also reflection will, when that reflection will go, both of them, they will start to cry. Because of that imagination of separation, oh, Krishna is no more here. Srimati Radharani will start to cry. When Krishna lost the reflection of Srimati Radharani's face, she will start to cry. Oh, so Sri Krishna will start to cry. They cannot tolerate that pain of separation. But now Krishna left Sri Vrindavan, Braj. How Srimati Radharani, she can tolerate this? So it was unbearable pain of Srimati Radharani. To look at her situation, all the Sakhis also, they are also very tensed about that. So Lalita Devi, who is very caring to Srimati Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha, both of them, he sent one person to Krishna to describe all the situation in details. She said to him, you just talk with Krishna and describe all the situation exactly in that way how I describe you. Exactly use my all words, what I said to you. Just copy it and tell this all to Krishna. So that person, he went to Krishna. To look at him, Krishna was happy. Always Krishna will be happy whenever you will see one Brijvasikan. So that person start to describe the situation. Oh Krishna, Lalita Devi, she sent me here to you to explain the situation there, what is going in the forest. You know Krishna? They are not okay. Really, they are not okay. Still they are waiting for you. Still they have strong hope on your word that you promised you will back, so you will back. All the other Brajbas, they're little bit okay, but it is very difficult to control Srimati Radharani. So that's why Lalita Devi sent to me to describe the situation there, Krishna. I am just telling you the words what Lalita Devi said. Krishna, tad birahathi toir mama shakhir manto bikar smriti. Hey Krishna, please come. Please be merciful to us. Okay? If we're defaulter, then look at our Sakhi, who is our crown jewel. We cannot tolerate her pain of separation and separation of you, Krishna. Srimati is not happy. Srimati is not well. So please come. You know what is going with her? Angakshepad vidhai vir niviro tungo pralapoidalam garhad borti tatar lochana putai fena chatad garibhi. Krishna tad birahathi toir mamashakhi mantar vikarasmiti prasthang praksha vitarkayanti gurava shang pratyapasmarini. Krishna, it's really a major situation because of our Sakhi. Now it is not secret to all Braj that we are here in the forest. Everybody knows this. So sometimes they are coming to see us, to meet us, and sometimes our parents, grandparents, they also come and to look at our Sakhi. They says, oh, all the signs are saying that it's epilepsy. Krishna, they are debating. Can you imagine? They are debating exactly which roga there in Srimati Radharani, your Srimati. Angakshepa. Sometimes she's throwing her arms. Sometimes she's shouting, lamenting. Sometimes the ball of your eyes start to roll, and very fast. Red eyes rolling. Can you imagine, Krishna, how serious this is? Sometimes she's frothing. Foam is coming out from her mouth. Sometimes she's falling down on the ground and she's rolling on the ground. To look at our seniors, they are in a great anxiety, and they say it's epilepsy. They say that all the signs of her behavior, it's epilepsy. Krishna, but we know it is not epilepsy. It is the pain of your separation. Krishna, we can manage our heart, we can manage our mind, but Srimati not. Srimati not. So that's why. Actually, I am praying for her, not for me. And because of your separation, you know what Srimati is doing? Actually, she is waiting for her death. But Krishna, I know it will be never possible. Krishna, it's very important that you must come here Only you can control the mood of Srimati Radharani, my dear friends. It is known as apasmara. So Vishakha Sakhi today, she described these ornaments of apasmara. Tomorrow, she'll describe about disease, vyadhi, then moha, infatuation, then mriti. By English, there is only one term of mriti, death. So many ornaments are left, but we'll see all the ornaments, but not today, tomorrow. Now sometimes I have to break my seva. Yesterday I was not at the temple, I was going out. So just before the live will start, I entered. So I was really tired. For that, I'm sorry, I should not be tired for our seva. And sometimes it's happening, you also looking, the net is giving problem. Srang Shiva Vignan. So, my dear, tomorrow again, if there is possibility, tomorrow again we'll meet and we'll continue. We'll continue Katha of Raya Ramananda Samvad. Now the time to meet, my dear devotees were there. Janita to everyone, Vijay Pal, Trilakananda Dashi, Tulasi Das, Yaman Chakraborty, Vishnu Das, Radha Vinodini Dashi, Sukarno Pal, Abhijit Radha Radha Dauji, Janitai Koruna, Manju Devnath, Janitai Shukanya Sudevi, Russian devotee, Divine Ghosh, Sergei Komarov, Bolai Bonik, Janitai, Jani Malik, Sajid Ghosh, Avay Rai, Krishna Dashi, Beni Madhav Malik, Srimati, Vishnu Das, Suman Saha, Radhara, Dev Saha, Tota Gopinath Das, Jadwar Das, Simon, Dalji, Apride, Vikas Bonik, Sushant Chakraborty, Sarthi Sanjay, Lakshmi Das, Madhav Gopal Das, Janitai Madhav, Jayadev Burman, Lakshman Das, Raj Das, Devesh Sarkar, Shubhrata Chakraborty, Janitai, Molay Rinipar, Mishtu Dev, Ashit Chakraborty, Nilima Mohanty, Anand Das, Radha Vinodini, Sundar Krishna Das, Tauji. Okay, my dear devotees, for today, Katha Seva will take rest now. We'll meet again tomorrow. So, until today, Jai Nitai, Hari Bol.